Board Game Captain. This is Lynn.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And so are all these games in development then?
Yes, correct. So this one is much farther along. I was working on this a number of years ago, went on to Kickstarter, it didn't go through, and so then I kind of let it be, and a year or two later I kind of worked on the design a little bit, I mean, it's the most polished thing, right? It's the furthest along in development. Getaway Gang is only the last few months that I've been working on it, and Dice Golfing is earlier this year. Roll in One is those. But yeah, I'm largely in video games. Actually, that's my day job.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Which video game company?
You would not know that. So I work in educational games. So I'm helping to teach kids programming through video games.
Oh, very cool. Very cool stuff. Do you want to show us how you play
for sure.
your pirate game?
Yeah.
And what is this called?
So this is called Scoundrels.
Scoundrels.
Yes. So the premise of Scoundrels is we're all pirates. We are trying to be the most infamous pirate in the seas on the map. It has a cloth map. You can actually see. We would, if you have more players, you can enlarge the map and fold it over. Each map has, or the map has kind of different ports. Each of those ports has various goods on them, and you travel around the map using a hand of cards that is dealt to you every round.
Okay.
So it's very kind of push your luck. I call it a little bit of Mario Kart.
Good. What's in the back pocket?
I definitely call it a kind of Mario Kart for pirates.
Very cool.
Because there's a lot of rubber banding in it. If you're in last place, you have no idea if you will be in first place in the next round. It's not a race, but there's a lot of blue shells. I don't know how well you know Mario Kart.
Okay, I got you.
But on your turn, we would all be dealt. A hand. So do you want to play, or you want to
Let's do it.
Talk about it?
Why don't you teach me how to play, and then we'll see. We'll go through a few rounds.
Sure. So we would each have a hand of 8 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on. You're not playing. Okay. It's not. It's 3 and up. It's like 3 to 6 players.
Would you grab a hand?
Yeah.
Be a sport.
Yeah. It's definitely social. It's.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Okay.
Be a sport.
Yeah. So you're gonna have a hand of swords, sails, cannons, and wilds. And on your turn, you can do as many things as you want with the cards that you have.
Okay.
So the kicker is that you don't draw new cards until the end of the round.
Okay.
So if I spend all my cards, I leave myself defenseless.
So then we pick one of the ships to be us? Then?
Yeah, so I'll just get rid of one of these.
Okay.
I'll
be... Well, then you want to be blue, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I'll be red.
All right. So your goal is you want to get the various goods and take them to other ports. So you want to get like a blue good and a green good, and if you take that to the red port, you can now exchange that for doubloons. So take 2 goods, exchange it for 2 treasure, or 2 infamy points. So this is now your points, and once you have those on your ship, you can then sail to the X and bury your treasure. However, along the way, you will have spent cards moving there. You will have spent cards. You have to spend a card to get a good, so you have to spend just one of your cards to get a good.
Any card.
Any of your cards, just an action card. And then you have to spend cards to sail. So I just grabbed random for the discard to show you. If I'm here and I want to move to this, I would need to spend a couple wilds.
Right.
So now now my hand's a little lower.
Do you spend the cards to pick up the goods as well?
Yes, so I spent.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
So I spent 1, 2, 3, and now I have treasure. I'm at this. We've kind of advanced the game a little bit.
Okay.
And then to bury the doubloons, I have to spend as many cards as this thing is worth. So I would then have to spend another 2 cards to bury my doubloons. Now my doubloons are buried. We put a little marker. And that's mine at the end of the game if no one digs it up.
Okay.
And so now I have 2 infamy points. But now I'm down to 3 cards, and it's your turn. Or we're going to say it's your turn since you're nice and close. You can use swords to board a ship, or you can use cannons to shoot that ship. So then you could say you're going to spend 3 sail cards to move 1, 2, 3 into my space.
Oh.
And then you can spend cannon cards to shoot me, do damage, and earn infamy.
Oh, I see.
So, say this is your hand now. You could say, okay, you're going to shoot me for. You would then lay down. You say, I'm shooting Randy. You would lay those cards down. And then I would now say, okay, I'm being shot for three cards. If I'm shot, if I'm being attacked, I get 1 card from the deck, but I'm still just at 4 cards. Do I think I can beat your total? Now, I can respond with any one type of card.
Okay.
But so if I win with cannons, I could say, okay, I'm going to cannon back. And whoever wins, whoever has the highest number, wins that attack and does damage to the other.
Oh, okay.
But I, instead, am actually going to sword back. I'm going to try board you in retaliation with 2 cards. I think your 3 cards aren't that high. And now you would shuffle these. I would shuffle mine.
Oh, I see.
And we begin a whole phase called the volley phase of the battle.
Okay.
And now we each flip. And now I'm the one being attacked. The attacker is all in. You are in. You're like, I've attacked you. You cannot back out. But if I looked at, and I see you have 2 cards left, I have 1 card. I'm in. I still want to, and if we want to go, if I didn't think I could win, I could keep my last card back because you're about to go.
And you guys are sitting ducks now.
Right, exactly. So I'm saying, no, I think I can still do it. And then, so like once I've spent all of mine, you just flip the rest of yours, and you definitely wipe the floor with me. So yes,
So
7 to my 6.
So, are you just automatically allowed to counter cannons with swords? Is that just a normal reaction?
You can you can only attack with cannons or swords.
Okay.
But you can retaliate with any type.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not who starts the battle; it's who wins the battle determines what happens.
Okay.
So if I had won with swords,
Okay.
if it had been instead of that way, if it had been this way,
Yes.
you would have shot at me, and I would have said, "You're really bad at that. I'm boarding you." And now I could take treasure from your ship.
And that's what a boarding does.
Yes.
Whereas the cannons just gives you infamy if you beat.
A cannon does a damage to me
Okay.
and gives you a token.
Oh.
And so now you've got an infamy
Okay, now
token.
what if you win with the sails?
You just get to sail away.
Oh, I see.
Because you're a
Okay.
coward, but you
But
at least...
But you live to fight another day.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so what triggers the end of the game?
When the cards, the various treasure cards have all been traded for.
Got it.
So we would be
until those
moving
are out,
around.
You can run around and attack each other. And,
Yes.
And now are damage negative points, or will they actually knock you out?
If you take 3 damage in the like quick mode, that you're sunk.
Will that also then trigger the end of the game?
No, you become the ghost pirate.
Oh, cool! Wait a minute. You didn't say there were ghost pirates in this. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you get sunk, you get to come back as the ghost pirate. Can you still win as the ghost pirate?
Yes.
So what's different about being the ghost pirate?
If the ghost pirate can get 1 of each good, And the reason for that is the ghost pirate cannot interact with land.
Okay.
So the ghost pirate cannot dig up treasure, it cannot visit ports or anything, it must attack ships, but it can also travel through land, whereas the other ones cannot.
Okay. So now, can multiple people be ghost pirates?
No. Once a second person has died, that will also trigger the end of the game.
Okay, I see. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is intriguing. So now you said this is pretty far in development. Are you going to try to kickstart it again, or are you?
I would like to.
So when do you think this is going to be on Kickstarter? And again, this is Scoundrels by Randy O'Connor.
Yeah.
I really like the look of the cloth map, and this is an interesting sounding game.
Yeah.
When do you think you're going to be looking to put this back up on Kickstarter?
I mean, I would love maybe mid next year.
Okay, so like second quarter 2020 or third quarter 2020?
Probably third quarter.
Fourth quarter 2020?
Yeah. So.
Okay, well there you have it. Look for this on Kickstarter. This is quirky and cool. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for this one. So that again is Scoundrels by Randy O'Connor. Look for it on Kickstarter end of second or third quarter 2020. Third quarter.
Yeah. Okay, great.